Hello, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ginger Hour, the show where I talk about things that I want to talk about. I realized, just this morning, that it is sad how little I have to talk about when I don't game. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my PC, while having the actual proper hardware to play games, it is a laptop, so um, it doesn't actually have the capability to keep all of the components cool enough to properly play games, which is sad. So I'm saving up for a proper PC thing. Um, but yeah, I'm in luck because the Game Awards 2015 um was very recent. No, uh, let's see what was I say. The Game Awards happened recently, I guess, and they did. So I figured I would, if you missed it, um, I'ma look them up and I mean look them up. I'ma look at the scores and the results, and I'ma talk about what I think about that. So let's go right. You know, let's just do it. First of all, Game of the Year nominees are Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Metal Gear 5. Metal Gear 5. That's not true at all. Metal Gear. I'm so sorry. I can't even speak. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Super Mario Maker, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The winner, of course, is The Witcher 3. Um, I could see, well, I mean, the only reason that Fallout 4 is on there is because it's Fallout 4, and the only reason that Metal Gear Solid is on there is because it's the Metal Gear Solid. Mario Maker, I don't know enough about to really talk about, but The Witcher 3 is gorgeous and, from what I've heard, spectacular in terms of story and combat and exploration and all of that stuff. Bloodborne, I've played a bit of, and it's hella fun, even though it's freaky and um, it's it's weird. It's freaky. It's unsettling. Is probably the word I would go for. That's a good word. Yeah. But yeah, I think that The Witcher 3 deserves that Game of the Year spot. Best independent game, we have Axiom Rage, which I don't know a whole lot about. It sort of looks like the earlier Metroid games, kind of, from the image I can see right here. We have Her Story, Ori and the Blind Forest, Rocket League, and Undertale. The winner is Rocket League for some reason. I mean, it's a neat. I mean, Rocket League was a neat idea. It's soccer with like RC cars, which I guess is cool. But I mean, Undertale, from what I've seen of it, looks amazing and has so much replay value and all of that stuff. Ori and the Blind Forest is amazing. It's beautiful. It has one of the most heart-wrenching openings I've ever seen in a game. Her Story is legit super cool. Look it up if you haven't seen it. Play it if you haven't. I watched a video. Jesse Cox made it. I think it was on his Greenlight series. I don't know. But it was really cool, and it's a very neat idea, very unique. So I think that honestly, this award should have gone to either Undertale probably or Her Story, not Rocket League at all. Let's see, best narrative, Her Story, Life is Strange, Tales from the Borderlands, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, or Until Dawn. In this category, Her Story did win, and yeah, I can see that. It her story totally deserved that. Um, Life is Strange is a it's let's see what's the company called again. It's um it's sort of a Telltale game, but it's not Telltale, and so it doesn't have that typical Telltale art style. And um, it's that's spoiling too much. Sort of time travel. I've not played it. I've only heard about it. Tales from the Borderlands is the best Telltale game I've ever played, and it's super fantastic. It was one of my favorite games because I don't know. I love the shit out of that. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, probably amazing stories, but I don't know how good the narrative itself is. And at least to me, those two are different. So I could totally see that. Um, Until Dawn, um, I can see why they're nominee, why it's a nominee, but I'm also fine with Until Dawn not winning. If you haven't played Until Dawn, do because it's cool. Again, I watched a playthrough of it, Jesse Cox. It was really good. Um, if you're interested, look up his Scary Game Squad on his channel. Excuse me for a bit. That was a cough. I apologize. But yeah, I'm happy with her story winning that. Let's see, best performance. We have um, Ashley Birch as Chloe Price in Life is Strange. And I haven't seen her performance, unfortunately. Camilla Luddington as Lara Croft in Rise of the Tomb Raider. Blah blah blah. Doug Cockle as Geralt in The Witcher 3. Mark Hamill as the Joker in Batman Arkham Knight. And Eva Seifert in Her Story. I haven't seen most of these. That's not true. Ashley Birch as Chloe Price and Camilla Luddington as Lara Croft. I have not seen. I have seen a bit of Doug Cockle as Geralt. Haven't seen Mark Hamill in Arkham Knight, but I know for a fact that Mark Hamill as the Joker is spectacular. I love his Joker. I love the Joker in the Arkham games. If you forget about the final boss fight in Arkham Asylum, but yes, Viva Seifert did a good job as what I'm saying in Her Story, and I could totally see her winning that. Best shooter. This is not really my category. I don't really play shooter games. Well, I mean, that's not entirely true. I could play a shooter game, but I don't play the shooter game for the shooting. Really, I play it for the story. I love Mass Effect. I enjoyed Overwatch when I play that and shit like that. But the nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which I've heard is really good. Destiny: The Taken King, which I've heard is so much better than base Destiny. Halo 5 Guardians, which I've heard is meh, but two of my favorite voice actors are in it, so I'm kind of eh. Star Wars Battlefront, which I also heard is meh. I played a bit of the beta and it felt like a generic shooter with a Star Wars skin, so I'm not too. I'm sort of meh about that game. I mean, it's like if I could pick it up for free, I probably would because I have some friends that I'm pretty sure are gonna play it, but I'm not gonna jump through hoops to get it. And then we have Splatoon. Yeah, which also won. And I think that's hilarious. Um, I mean, all of the others seem to me like the dark and gritty, war. I don't know if you could hear that, but I said, war. Um, sort of games where you shoot at bad guys and stuff. Whereas Splatoon, from what I've seen, is just I shoot this on the ground to make it my color, and then you shoot it to make it your color, and then we fight. And that won because Nintendo. I think it's interesting how the first new IP from Nintendo in years won. Like that's cool. I like that. That's interesting. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Nintendo. I don't like go ham on all of their stuff like a lot of other people do, but you know, that's cool. Next category is best role playing game. We have Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Pillars of Eternity, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and Undertale. Now, I don't know how much role playing you can do in Bloodborne. I'm really not sure, so I'm not gonna get into that at all. I know that the conversation options in Fallout 4 are severely limited, and you can't actually play the quote unquote bad guy. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I'm gonna say that this while this could perfectly be a nominee for this category, if but if it had won, I would have been very upset because if you can't play whatever you want in a role playing game, then that game does not deserve to have a to win the category. Excuse me again. I'm a tiny bit sick. It's fine. The next game, Pillars of Eternity, I've only played a tiny bit of um, because I heard it was really good. I haven't really gotten into it because it felt a bit weird to me when I played it. Mm, but I've heard it's really good, and you can totally roleplay, so far as I've heard. And there's less voice acting than there is like written stuff, and I think that's cool if you like reading. The Witcher 3 we've talked about, Undertale we've talked about, and the winner, of course, is The Witcher 3. I don't know if I said because I forget, but the winner is The Witcher 3, and I can totally see that. Wait, I think I can totally see that. I don't know how much customizing and well, not really customizing it. It's thinking about the kind of the conversation options and what you can do in The Witcher 3. And I suppose there's a lot of it, a fair bit at least. I don't know, honestly. I think looking at this, I probably would have wanted Undertale or Pillars of Eternity to win because I just don't know how much role playing is in The Witcher. Because I mean, you have this established character, and it's sort of like the way I can imagine is like, do you want to ask this person about this, and like, do you want to take this job, and do you want to try to convince this person to give you more money and stuff like that. I don't know that that's really role playing, but I mean, I'm not the jury. Next category is the best family game. We have Disney Infinity 3.0. We have Lego Dimensions, Skylanders Superchargers, Splatoon, and Super Mario Maker. Um, okay. So, Skylanders, Lego Dimensions, and Disney Infinity, from what I've seen, I think at least, is pretty much the exact same thing, only with different franchises. Then you buy the minis and you put them on a thing, and then they go into the game. I'm not into that, not at all. I'm happy none of those won. So that leaves Splatoon and Super Mario Maker, and Super Mario Maker 1. And I can see that. I can totally see that. You know, you build your levels and then you challenge your family and stuff. No, whatever. That's fine. And we have best multiplayer. We have Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Destiny: The Taken King, Halo 5 Guardians, Rocket League, and Splatoon. Splatoon 1. I can totally see that. Because like the Call of Duty PvP and the Halo PvP is established. I mean, from what I can imagine. Sorry, that was a slight burp. It's not changed in the like last couple of installments. Destiny is I don't even know what Destiny is. I can't even say. Rocket League's like it's to me it seems more random. I mean, it's of course you can be skilled at it. Like a person who's played for 20 hours is gonna beat a person who's played for 5 hours probably. But to me, Splatoon seem feels more fresh and competitive in a way. You know, that's just me. Um, but yeah, so we have the best developers. I'm gonna have to look at this real quick because I'm not completely sure. I can't even type apparently. Let's see, back thing. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably that thing. Yep, that's that thing. Um, oh, that's cool. I can totally see that. Okay, getting back to the Game Awards. The Developer of the Year were the nominees were Bethesda, CD Projekt Red, From Software, Kojima Productions, and Nintendo. So, so that's Fallout 4, The Witcher. Um, I think From Software made Until Dawn. Let me look that up. No, not at all. It's From Software. Bloodborne, of course. I apologize. That was stupid. We have Kojima, which I'm pretty sure is Metal Gear Solid 5. People are gonna hate me for this probably. And then Nintendo, of course, with Splatoon and Mario Maker. The CD Projekt Red won, and I can't really talk too much about the developers because I don't know enough to really say anything. So I'm not gonna. But yeah, I'm happy with that. They're also the guys who are allegedly going to make Cyberpunk 2077, which from the trailer looks very interesting, if nothing else. So look that up if you haven't. Next category is Best Mobile slash Handheld Game. We have Downwell, Fallout Shelter, Lara Croft Go, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and Pac-Man 2050. No, that's not true at all. Pac-Man 256 or 256 or 256, whatever. The winner is Lara Croft Go, which from the picture here looks interesting, and I might have to look that up. I mean, just from that picture, I'm interested. Let's see, Lara Croft Go. Yes, I'm googling it now. Shut your face. It's on apps. It's I can get it for my Android device if it hadn't been a bunch of money. It's sort of a puzzly thing, it seems. I'm not gonna buy that. Probably it's $5 US dollars. About yeah. I'm not gonna pay $50 for that right now. Not at all. But at some point I might. Now, I mean, if it's ported to like a platform that I use, then yeah, I might get that. But so long as it's not, then nah, I'm not gonna do that. Next category is Best Score slash Soundtrack, where we have Fallout 4, Halo 5, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ori and the Blind Forest, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I have not heard enough of any of these soundtracks to really give you an informed opinion on them. So I'm not gonna do that. And instead, I'm just gonna tell you that Metal Gear Solid 5 won. That's that. Next category is games for impact, which I'm not sure what that means. Let's see the games. Let's try that again. We have Cybele, I don't know. We have Her Story, Life is Strange, Sunset, which I've never heard of. Let me Google that real quick. Game. Sunset on Steam. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like the right one. It's 1972 and a military coup has rocked Ancuria. You, Angela Burns, are trapped in the metropolitan capital of San Bavon. Your paradise is turned into a war zone. You take up a job as a housekeeper every week. An hour before sunset, you clean the swanky bachelor pad of the wealthy Gabriel Ortega. Interesting. I mean, that sounds dull as shit, but that could probably be super interesting. Yeah, I could see why that could be on that. On that category. And also Undertale. Like, impact? Does that mean like impactful game? Like, let's look up Sibel as well. Alright, game. Oh, wait, let me insert a legal date. Apparently you have to be this and that old to go to go to these page. That is a live action trailer. That's interesting. Cybele is a game about love, sex, and the internet. You play as a 19-year-old girl who become close with a young man she met in an online game. Okay. Yeah, I can see how that's a thing then. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Um, and I don't know enough about Life is Strange's story um, to say anything about how impactful it is, but Undertale, from what I've heard, is pretty impactful. Sunset looks to be very impactful. Her story is impactful. Sibel would be very impactful. All of these things probably. So why not Life is Strange? Next category is best action adventure, where we have, oh god, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Batman Arkham Knight, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ori and the Blind Forest, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Metal Gear Solid 5 won. Well, you know, uh, I don't know. I, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, no, I'm not gonna. Oh, fuck. See, from what I've heard, neither Assassin's Creed, which I think is out, nor Batman Arkham Knight was very, you know, functioning when they were released. I don't know if that's fixed, but if it isn't, they shouldn't be on this list at all. They should not. And honestly, like, I don't know, that's not fair at all. I was about to say that games this far down, like a series, shouldn't be in, but that's not true at all. But the only like original title here is Ori, and I think that honestly, I think that they should have won. Well, not maybe not should have won, but I think I think that Ori should have, not should have, they were nominated. Probably should have, probably did have a decent chance. I think that Ori. I don't know where I'm going with that. I think that Ori. I don't know. Okay, now I'm rambling. I don't know why I'm thinking. Um, I don't know in what order these games were put. Like, was Ori on like the fifth spot or the third spot or whatever? I don't know if they have spots like that, but if they do, I feel that Ori and the Blind Forest should be on a high spot after the number one spot, right? Because it's original and it looks amazing and it plays really well. And none of the other titles are like original stuff, and that's not to say that they aren't good, because I mean they might be, if they work, but you know, eh. Okay, sorry, I rambled. How much time? Oh, that's fine. Next category is best fighting game. We have Guilty Gear XRD dash sign dash, which I've never heard about, but it looks anime-esque. That's fine. We have Mortal Kombat X. We have Rise of Incarnate, which I've never heard about in my life. We have Rising Thunder, which I've never heard about in my life, but it looks like robots fighting. Mortal Kombat X1. And I don't care. I don't play fighting games, so I was like, meh. Excuse me again. Next category is best sports / racing game. We have FIFA 16 because of course. We have Forza, Forza Motorsports 6. That's difficult to say. Forza Motorsport 6. Whatever. We have NBA 2K16 because of course. We have Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 because of course. And we have Rocket League, which is racing and sports. Rocket League 1 because it's racing and sports. Probably the only game in that entire category which innovated in any way, so I can see that, yeah. Best art direction, we have Batman Arkham Knight, Bloodborne, Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Pain, Ori and the Blind Forest, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Ori 1. Fucking better than 1. Ori and the Blind Forest is a beautiful game. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that was the jury voted categories. And we have 6 categories which are fans' choice. Starting with esports game of the year. We have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, Hearthstone, and League of Legends. These don't actually seem to have a proper winner yet. Interesting. Okay, let's I'm going to discount the games that I don't give a shit about. That's not true because I don't give a shit about most of these games. But I'm going to like poke away Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because I don't give a shit about Call of Duty. I mean, meh. Meh. I'm going to poke away Hearthstone because, well, honestly, I mean, sometimes it's fun to look at, but it's way too much RNG to be a proper esport, honestly. I mean, you can lose and lose. You can lose a game and lose your entire um, like you can lose your entire spot in the tournament simply based on RNG. Like the opponent plays a card which happens to do a thing when he could have done another thing, and you lose because of that. I mean that's no fun, especially not in a competitive scene. Fuck that. Counter Strike Go. Yeah, you can stay. Whatever. I don't watch it, but I think it would be more interesting to watch than a game like Call of Duty, even though both of them are first-person shooters. We have Dota 2 and League of Legends here as well, which to me are similar. Only Dota is more complicated, probably. I don't really play a lot of MOBA games, but no, there's no but. I don't play a lot of MOBA games. I play Heroes of the Storm because it's simple and it's fast paced, and the games are like 20 minutes long. That's about it. And Dota and League games are a lot longer, usually at least, and it's more complex and it's slower and it's item shops and it's meh. But if I would give a game to any of these, it would probably be Counter Strike or League, I think. I don't know. Probably one of those. Oh wow. Okay, so some of the fans' choice things have a winner already. That's cool. First on the trending gamer um, um, category. That's the word. We have Christopher Monte Cristo Michaels. We have Greg Miller. We have Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Total Biscuit. And the winner is Greg Miller. Ha! Not PewDiePie. And I mean, honestly, I don't think that PewDiePie or Total Biscuit are in any way trending anymore. I think that, I mean, they are well established in what they do and like in their followings and stuff like that. I don't even think, I think that their spots on this category should probably go to someone else. And I'm not saying that because I don't like either. I mean, I'm not a big fan of PewDiePie. I'm not, but I watch Total Biscuit a lot. I do. And trending gamers, I think, should be like up and comers and or people who had started to become more popular. I don't know about how big a following Markiplier or Greg Miller or Monte Cristo has, but so I can't really say it. But you know, meh. I'm happy about Greg Miller winning though. He's a fun guy. What was that my phone tell me? A guy posted on a thing. Let me look at it while I'm clicking. Next category: Esports Player of the Year. This is what's this? It's probably the draft thing for Magic, whatever. Esports player. I'm gonna look this through and tell you the winner, but I'm not gonna say anything else because I have no fucking clue. Well, that's today. Cool. Fuck that. We have Kenny's Shrub. We have Lee Faker Sang Hyuk. That's not how you say that. I'm so sorry. We have Olaf Meister. What the hell is that name? Kajbjer? Olaf Meister. We have Peter PBD Dager. We have Syed Sumail Suma Wanul Hassan. And the winner is Kenny's. I'm not gonna go into that because oh, sorry, I'm scratching my nose. Into that because I don't watch any esports essentially. I watch like Total Biscuits Shoutcraft sometimes, but that's like it. Next is best fan creation. We have GTA 5 Targets. We have Portal Stories Mel. We have Real GTA and Twitch Plays Dark Souls. Oh my god. Is that a thing? I'm gonna have to look that up. Because holy shit. Okay. So I don't know what Real GTA or GTA 5 Targets is. I mean, it's a fan-made thing. Portal Stories Mel is like, it's a mod for Portal 2, I think, whatever. And I tried to play it, but it was super hard, and I rage quit, and I uninstalled it from my computer. Because, I mean, I looked the puzzle up, like, on the internet, and I still couldn't solve it. Tells you how good I am at puzzle games. The winner is Portal Stories Mel. I'm gonna have to look up Twitch Play Dark Souls after this, because that sounds like it would be total fucking chaos. Next is Esports Team of the Year. Same thing here. I'm not gonna know anything. We have Evil Geniuses. We have Fnatic. We have Optic Gaming. We have SK, Telcom, T1, and Team Solo Mid. The winner is Optic Gaming. I'm not gonna go into that. The only two games I've heard out of all these, it's probably Fnatic and Evil Geniuses. I might have heard of Solo Mid at some point, but the only team I've seen at any point was, I think, Evil Geniuses. Like, if they ever, yeah, I think they were in Shadowcraft at some point. I don't know. Next category is most anticipated game. This could be interesting. We have Horizon Zero Dawn, which looks weird. Have I heard about that? Horizon Zero Dawn. Action role playing game. Blah, 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 blah. The first IP by Guerrilla Games is Killzone. Damn. Studio's first time on developing a role playing game. Cool. Let's look at pictures because I think I've seen this. Yes. You're a lady with a bow and you're fighting robot dinosaurs. I can see how that would be an anticipated game. Yeah. We have No Man's Sky, which is fly around in space and on planets and stuff. That's like the only thing that I or we know about anything. Okay. We have Quantum Break, which I think I saw a trailer like a year or a year and a half ago and then have heard nothing about. And apparently it's changed a lot since like early development. So I'm gonna hold my breath on that and wait for it to come out before I say anything. We have The Last Guardian, which looks really cool. It's sort of a puzzly thing from when we saw the trailer. I think it was at E3 this year. But I'm gonna hold off on that until it gets released as well. And then we have Uncharted 4 Thieves and which is probably just going to be more Uncharted, honestly. The winner, surprising no one, is No Man's Sky, and that's fine. Yeah, that's that list. So if you didn't have time to look at these in yourself and you want to listen to me talk about it for 40 minutes, there you go. That's probably actually all for me today. I do want to say that I'm going to start a new thing in addition to this talkie thing, where I go through the zones of World of Warcraft, starting from like level 1 and going upwards. Going through the story of the zones. Partly because some people probably boosted right up to level 90 in Warless Draenor, and some people are gonna boost right up to level 100 in Legion, and maybe they wanna get the story as well. That's part of it, and part of it is because I don't know that I've got the full story, because I know that I've skipped a lot of the quest text and stuff like that, and I kind of regret that, and I wanna do and read up on it. So might as well do a thing. These videos are not gonna be on schedule. They're gonna be like whenever I have the time or whenever I feel like doing it. So it's gonna be a long fucking series. But they're gonna be less rambling. I'm probably gonna be writing up a script and then reading that, and they're gonna show up whenever they show up, essentially. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. And I'll see y'all next time. Have a good week.